So today in this video I'm going to show you how to create reporting in Dynamics 365 using SSRS, that is SQL Server Reporting Services. In the previous video or blog I have shown you how to create report using Report Wizard, which is out of the box feature provided by Microsoft Dynamics. This reporting wizard is nothing but a tool which helps you to create and modify the reports quickly and easily. So the reporting wizard, if you come here, you'll be able to see the report here, and we have the option to create or see the existing reports. Leave it here in the blog I have already mentioned. Like we can use this report to either modify or make the copy of the reports, and these are the steps. So mainly or if I show you here, go to report, and it's nothing but just a drag and drop, and you can just modify some pixels. You can put some formulas there. Formulas, I mean to say, like if you have any conditions, and after that, one main feature is you can either if you want to show in the table format or pie chart or some other line chart, then you can select that, and then boom, here you can see this. This is the report design via report wizard. This is the normal kind of report, but now if you have a requirement which includes complex logics, and the data sources need to be integrated from external sources, at that time we cannot use this out of the box feature. At that time we need SSRS or some other kind of reporting tools. So this out of the box, this reporting wizard, it is especially for the person who do not have knowledge of those advanced tools. So today, see, in Microsoft Dynamics, they have already, what do you call that, so many tools. They have provided so many tools for the for reporting. Like we have Power BI, we have SSRS, we have charts and reports, we have advanced find, Excel templates. There are so many others, but today in this video we are only going to talk about SSRS. So this SSRS, SQL Server Reporting Services, it is a powerful reporting tool developed by same Microsoft only. It is a server-based solution which will help you to create, deploy, manage reports out of this CRM. We can create those reports in the Visual Studio, and then we can deploy here like the RDL file here in the CRM. So in my experience, this out of the box feature which I covered in the previous, it is not not often used in the business cases, because in most of the cases the custom reports requires complex logic and some other requirement which cannot be satisfied with this out of the box reporting. So now I'm going to show you how to create this SSRS report. But before that, if we have to compare the feature, like if we have to see what are the major difference between this existing reporting provided by Microsoft and SSR, is that this one out of the box feature, reporting wizard, it is more user friendly and easy to use. But SSRS, it needs technical knowledge. This one reporting wizard have limited customization options, but if we choose this SSRS, then we can use so much advanced features there and leave it right now. So now in order to create SSRS, we need to have something before creating SSRS. So the first thing is we need to have Visual Studio. Visual Studio, you can, in case if you do not have, then Visual Studio download. Okay, then you can simply search the Visual Studio and you can download. So it should be either 2015 version or higher. You can just go to this website and you can download the Visual Studio. Okay, the second requirement is that we need to have the .NET framework of 4.5.2 or above in the Visual Studio. So whenever you open Visual Studio, you'll be getting in the installer, you can select your 4.5.2 or above. Okay, so the first requirement is Visual Studio. Second one is we need to have Microsoft Dynamics, what do you call that, SSDT. If I have to show you here, not this one. Okay, here it is SSDT. It is nothing but SQL Server data tools. So in order to make the RDL file or to configure the reports, we need to have the SSDT first of all, and then we also need to have this reporting what do you call that, report authoring extension. Okay, so that it will be easy to integrate between both of them. So I have already installed Visual Studio. Okay, this one is already installed, and now in order to show you how to install, after that you can install this SSDT, SQL Server Data Tool. Okay, in order to download this, you have, it should be of 2015 version. So just scroll down and see for 2015 version. This one is 2017. Okay, here you can just click on this download SSDT. Okay, I have already downloaded it, so I'm not going to download it. Just cancel it, and once you click on the download option, I have just taken some screenshot. I'll show you here. SSRS. Okay, so here it is. Once you click, you have to click on this first, this link. Once you, here it will take some 2 to 3 minutes because it is of 1 GB. If you see here, once it is downloaded, you just click on that file. Either you click on this or you open in the folder. Just open it, click on open, and inside the folder you have to go on check the SSDT setup. Okay, once you click this one, then we will get this installer option. Here you can either select all these things, or the main purpose here is SSRS. So I'm just going to select SSRS, click on next, click on next. You have to agree, and now it will download the application and installation process will begin. It may take around 20 to 30 minutes to fully install it. Okay, so here for me took 20 minutes. Now this is just a progress. Once it is completed, then you can see that setup is successful and you can close this. Okay, now once this is closed, then another requirement is here, this one. It is report authoring extension. So this is the link. I'll just provide in the details as well as in the blog. So you just go to this link, and here you have the option to download. You click on the download. Once you click on the download, then the same thing. I have already downloaded it, but I'll show you here in the screenshot. Download it, and it will be downloaded here in the left side corner. You can see this. Just click on the exe, open it, and you can either get updates, but I have preferred not to get updates. Click on next here. Click on next. Here it will ask you install required components, that is Microsoft application error reporting. If there is one more, you can also, if you get the option for making login easier, that also you can just install it. But this is currently this is more than enough. Click on next. Once it is installed, then it will show you that it's successful. You'll get the tick mark. Click on next. Use Microsoft, whatever you want, you can just select it. Now you can select the location. Click on next. Ignore this one. And here, once it is installed, then you'll be getting this Microsoft setup is completed and finished. Now both the things, we have Visual Studio, we have SSDT here, and we have this report authoring tool as well. Now here I am using Microsoft Dynamics version 9.0. It should be either 9.0 or above than that. Now some of the key features and capabilities of SSR is that we need to have the data source. Data source will be nothing but this CRM. Okay, I'll be giving this data source. We need to have that Visual Studio, everything we have already talked it. Okay, now in order to show that, once you have installed it, you just go to here SQL Server Data. I'm just going to start the configuration now. So open this SSDT tool. Okay, now once it is open, then just let's make it bigger. Okay, now here this is SSDT. Now we can create a new report. We can go from the starting. So I'll just create a new report, and there we'll select our report server SSRS, all those options under the reporting. So come here, go to new project. Okay, now here under the business intelligence, you'll see this reporting services. Okay, Here we have the option of report server project wizard and report server project as well. This one you can select, it will give you some same wizard kind of thing, but we are going to select report server project right now for SSRS. So select this one and I'll just give the name here as Dynamics Power. Okay, this is done. Click on OK. Here my .NET framework is already 4.5.2, so you need to check your .NET framework before creating this. Now once this is done, now here what this one is done. Okay, so now we have the report here. As soon as you create this one, you'll see that we have say data sources, say data sets and reports. So these things will be used whenever you create some complex things and all, that time you'll be using. But right now I'll just go with the report. So just click on the reports and click on the add. Here we'll be adding new item, the same thing, reporting report. Select report here and click on add. As soon as you click on add here, those things data sets should be added. Okay, now here we have added the blank, this is the blank report, and now we can see these components here like built-in fields, images, data sources, data sets and all. So now we just have to add the data set. So in order to add the data set, you just click on the right side and right side of data set and click on add data set. Okay, here we can give the name as Dynamics Power Data Source. Okay, now this will act as the data source. Okay, now just click on OK here. Use a data set embedded in my report. We have to select this one, and here we have to give the query means suppose you have the account, contact or opportunity, whatever you have. So we'll be putting the fetch XML from the whichever we'll be getting from the Dynamics CRM. So just let's go to the Dynamics CRM here. Click on I'll be creating the report for the contacts. So on the contacts, okay, okay, 1 minute, let me see here. I think here data source, no, this one is the another step, sorry. Before the data set, before the fetch XML, we have to connect with our CRM. So let's cancel it and click on the data source. First of all, we have to add the data source, that is nothing but this one. We have to copy this link, Control-C. First we'll add the data source and then only it will be able to connect with the fetch XML, whatever the queries we write. So let's give the name Dynamics Power data source, and it should be here Microsoft Dynamics 365 fetch. Okay, make sure of this connection string will be this one. So now if you give this one, you make sure that you remember your username as well as password. So because later on it will ask you to connect with the data source. So just click on OK right now. Specify a valid name. Okay, fine. Thing it's not required for this one. Specify valid name. The name cannot contain. Okay, fine. Here, that's name should be in itself. Okay. Click on OK. So now we have added the data source. Now we need to add the data set. Here the second step is data set. Okay, so for the data set, now here we'll need the fetch XML. Okay, add data set. Let it be Dynamics Power dataset. Okay, now here first of all let's get our fetch XML from here. This is contacts. Go to your advanced find. From the advanced find, we'll be able to get the fetch XML. So it is taking some time. Okay, let me just refresh it once. Sorry, I think there is some issue right now. Let me just check it for 1 minute. If not here, then we can check from sales trial as well. Go to accounts, advanced find. Okay, here it has came. Okay, it should ask somewhere. Okay, here you can add some condition, like if you want to create the report which is having the owner of like some particular owner, or if the status is equal to active, inactive, or whatever, or if you want to add some more condition, you can just come here, add row, and add those things. So I'm just going to create the report which is in active state. Okay, this is done. Now click on download fetch XML. Here fetch XML. Okay, we are going to copy it now. Notepad. Okay, copy it. Okay, this is, now we have downloaded our fetch XML. This is I'm showing the basic one. For the further also, if you have some more complex and all, you can the process remains the same. Come here, and here in the fetch XML, click on use dataset embedded in my report. Here it should be of query type text. Put your fetch XML code here. Now we can click on the OK here. So now as okay, click OK, fine. Here whatever the data source we created in the previous here Dynamics Power, we need to select that one as well. So once this is selected, as soon as you click on OK, now it will get connected with our Dynamics CRM. This one credentials are already saved. The one, okay, you no, okay, I have already used it, so it is asking me that this is already saved, but I'm going to show you from the beginning. Okay, so now as soon as you click on yes, here it will ask you to give the credentials. So online region, if you know your region, you can give Canada, China, whatever you want. I don't know. Give your username and password. Now here we have the option of display list of organization. Now suppose if you are having multiple environments, suppose if I have to show here, see here I am having Dynamics Power environment, EH, Sales Trial, VP, different kind of environment. So in order to select that environment, I'll just click on show list of available organization, click on login. Now I have enabled MFA, multi-factor authentication. So it may ask me to authenticate right now. North America login. Okay, it's already connection was done, that's why it didn't ask me anything. Okay, now here the data set is successfully created in the form of tables. You can see we have entity name, URL, parent, account ID. This is for that account entity. Whatever the fetch XML we provided, according to that only the data set is created here. Now we have the data set, we have everything. Now we are going to create a table and insert data into that. So here if you see we just need to create a table and drag in the designer panel. This is our designer panel here. So for that we need to go to the toolbox, and in the toolbox we'll be getting different options like pointer, text box, line table, whatever you want. Right now I'm just going with the basic one, table. Okay, so select this one and you have to drag it here. If you go up, you won't be able to keep it, because this is only the designer area. So put it here. Now you can see there are currently three columns. If you want to add more, you just click on the right and you'll be able to see that insert column. and right or left, whatever you can insert. So right now just click on this one, and I'm going to select name here, and let's select telephone, account ID, address. But if you want, you can select more also. Okay, so this is I have in my report I want to select I want to show only this four what do you call that, four values. Now this is the record which I have created. Now if you want to see the preview, that also you can do. Just click on the preview option here, and it will be able to see how it will look in the credentials are already saved. Okay, so here my credentials are already saved, that's why it is showing this one. In case if it is not saved, then again you have to just give your credentials like username and password, that's all. So if I click on no, I think the same process here. Okay, I have my password are already set, but I'm showing this just for your knowledge. Click on login. So this is how it will be shown right now. Address one, data. Okay, I think this telephone, name, account ID. Okay, parent contact, not this one. If I want to add some more column, insert column here, right. Okay, so this is how it will be shown. Actually here I think we need to, okay, here now name, telephone, account ID, address, city, everything is visible here. So whenever we upload the RDL file in the CRM, this is how it will be shown. Now this part is done. Now we are going to set some properties. Here if you come down, we'll see some tablets properties should be here. Okay, we just have to right click on the table whichever we have created in the designer. Click on the tablets properties here, and here we need to make sure that the dataset whichever we created, it is reflecting here in the dataset name, Dynamics Power Dataset. So here let's give the name as Dynamics Power. Okay, now let's click on OK. Specify a valid name. Okay, it should not have any space. Fine. Okay, now our report is created. Okay, now in case if you want to put some more, what do you call that, more table records in this, then you just click on this here, and you can go to the expression. Once you go to the expression, you'll be able to, if your field name is, what do you call that, anything, you can just go to field name dot value or address name dot value, whatever your field name is, you can click that, and you can put your value there. But right now I have just dragged and dropped, and it have taken the values automatically. So now we are going to deploy this SSRS report. Okay, for that, let's just save this report. I'm going to build it. You can see the build has succeeded and it is up to date, zero failed, zero skipped and all. Let's just build it again. Now this our report is ready. Now we'll just see this location. Click on the open folder, and this is our, it should be here inside this Dynamics Power, inside the bin debug. Okay, this report one, this is our report one. So just copy this address here. Okay, now we are going to deploy it in our CRM. So come to your CRM, let's go to the report here. These are the existing reports out of the box. Click on the new. It is taking some time. Let's wait. Okay, meanwhile, I can tell that this, I can, okay, okay, let it be. This SSRS, it has a very good security feature. It provides a robust feature. You can be ensured that reports, whichever are created via SSRS, they can only be accessed by authorized users. Like whoever is having this connection and this password and all, it can be only accessed by those person, or you can also set up role-based security to control who can access this report and data sources. So right now we are going to here, this is report wizard. We are going to select existing file because we have already created RDL file here. Select your file here, this one, just going to paste this one, report one, select. Now this one we have selected, and we are also here we have to give the categorization as well. It is kind of administrative report. Select, okay, and it is a for account entity. Select this one, account entity. Now display in areas. Here we can select whatever the option is available. Forms, list records. Okay, now we are just going to save it. Our report is ready, and you can just run the report from here, or else if here itself it will be visible in the report section. So let's just run the report. Here you can see this, our SSRS report is ready. So the prerequisite was we need to have Visual Studio, we need to have .NET framework of 4.5.2 and above. Dynamic CRM version should be above 9 version. We need to have SSDT tool, we need to have report authoring extension. Everything should be downloaded, and whenever you are downloading, if you are getting any error, then you need to restart the system before. Once you download SSDT tool, then you can restart your system, and again you can start installing report authoring extension. So this is all about SSRS. This, what do you call that, this SSRS reporting, it will help you to analyze and visualize your data, which is in the complex, and whichever needs more complex logic, and which needs where we have the data sources from different external places. I think that's all about SSRS. I'll be covering some more complex reporting, SSRS reporting, in the next video. Till then, if you have any doubt, you can just comment down and I'll try to take over. Say also, if you want to follow the steps with the more details, then you can just go to my blog, which will be in the details. Here, if you come and see, this is for all the whatever the videos I have created. I also put them into I make a blog, and in the detail wise I write what are the advantages, what are the limitations, differences, and what are the steps with with all the photos and all I put it. So you can refer to my blog as well in case if you want. That's all for today. Bye bye, and thank you for watching the video.